All right, first and foremost, give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahshua, Ba'ashem Rekakwadash, double honors to the elders and the apostles of Great Millstone who rule well and who's worthy to be counted for double honors. And peace and salutation to you brothers out there pushing this truth wholeheartedly and sincerely and for the love of the gospel. All right, this is the brother Gabar here from the Indiana camp, coming back at you again with another sit down to basically talk about I want to talk about trying to be a celebrity in this thing of ours. All right, so now I'm pretty sure brothers have already seen the Elder Apostle Tahar video concerning this matter, and Elder Apostle Gabar and Elder Apostle Ramlab went live about it yesterday, and I'm just here to put my input in it to basically do a response to all three of the apostles. Well, not all, but the three apostles that did the live the live stream about it. But basically when they was talk about when I first heard about it, they were talking about they're not trying to be celebrities. They're not no big thing. The person is who you should be reverencing is Yahweh Shai, and I will wholeheartedly completely agree with that, man. All right, and the first thing that popped in my mind was Eleazar in the book of Maccabees, man. He tried to make a name for himself. All right, so when the apostles were making this, and all throughout the whole entire videos, they kept saying, trying to make a name for yourself, celebrities, and the word celebrity goes back to the word fame, which word fame basically means hungry. All right, because you're hungry for what? Hungry for that attention. You're hungry for to people look at you, reputation. You're trying to have your reputation in your name. You're trying to have your name be lived on, and then people looked at you like, oh, this was such a mighty man, and people looking on you for generations and generations. So people trying to get that reputation. And the one man that came to my mind first was Eleazar in the book of Maccabees, man. All right, I'm going to read it so we can get right into it. This is Maccabees chapter Maccabees chapter 6 verse 43. It says, Eleazar also, surnamed Servanran, proceeding that one of the beast armed with royal hardness was higher than all the rest, and supposing the king that the king was upon him, put himself in jeopardy to the end he might deliver his people and get him a perpetual name. All right, so see, Eleazar wasn't thinking about nothing about the war was about. He wanted to I want to be the one who kills the king and deliver his people, even though his brother Judas was the top at the around this time, man. His brother Judas was the head, so to speak. Okay, right after their father Matthias died, their brother Judas was the head, was the goat. I said the goat. I meant the he was the leader. But the brother Eleazar, he didn't look towards none of that, man. He wanted to make his whole set goal was trying to make a name for himself. He really didn't care about the people. He didn't really care about the war. He just wanted to get that name for himself, because it said right here, the Lord knew what was in his heart, man. The Lord he didn't say, oh, I'm not gonna do this because I really want to rescue my people. I'm gonna do this because I really want, I'm gonna fight behind my brother, and I'm gonna do this because my brother wants me to. He did this of his own free will, and he did it because he wanted to get that name, man. That's why it says right there, it says what? That he put himself in jeopardy. It says to the end he might deliver his people and get a perpetual name, because he know if he delivers the people's going to talk about it. Hey, who happened? What happened? Well, Eleazar, he killed the king. That nigga is, hey man, hey, he cool in my book. He killed the king. He delivered us, man. He such. Man, that nigga is the shit. That's what he wanted, man. He wanted to get that name, man. He wanted to get that reputation. But let's see what the latter end. Let's see what the Lord had in store for him. Okay, it says, therefore he ran upon him courageously through the midst of the battle, slain on the right hand and on the left, so that they were divided from him on both sides. So guess what? He was kicking ass, man. He was killing motherfuckers, man. He did it courageously, which means what? He had no shadow of his doubt. He was fully persuaded in his mind, like, I'm gonna kill this king. This king is, I'm gonna fuck this king up. so I can get this name. That's how, but really it shows you that's how eager he was to get that name, man. That's how geeked he was to get the name, man. He really wanted to get that name. So guess what? He was killing motherfuckers on his left-hand side, killing motherfuckers on his right-hand side, you know, slashing. So, like, he had a direct path towards that elephant, man. All right? He had a direct path towards it, you know? So, it says, which done, he creeped under the elephant and thrust him under and slew him. It says, whereupon the elephant fell down upon him and he died. See? So that's what his end. That's what his end was, man. Because he wanted to get that perpetual name, because he wanted to get a little bit of fame, a little bit of reputation. The Lord had it where he go up under the elephant, thrust the elephant, killed the elephant, but the elephant in the process of dying trampled on him and where he died too. The elephant crushed him. All right? Just because he wanted to get that, just because he wanted to get a name for himself, man. Just because he didn't look at it towards an a benefit towards another, because he wanted to really deliver his people in the loveness and kindness. All right, because what he wanted to get that name, and this goes back to what Apostle Ramlop was saying, man. You know, because he didn't give the Lord's reverence, man. All right. He didn't want to. He would. Now, just imagine if he did hop up there and kill the king, man. Do you really honestly think that he was going to get the Lord of reverence? If the people start talking about it, it's like, what gave you your courage? What did this? How did you kill the king? What made you? He was going to talk all themselves. Oh, well, I was courageously and I wanted to deliver my people and I was this, I was that. He wasn't probably going to give the Lord no type of credit, man. Because the first thing he looked for was that name. If a person wants to build themselves up, they're not thinking about the Lord. It's very rare that a person do something, they're gonna think about the Lord, man. Oh, well, I did this. A very proudful person is not gonna think about the Lord, man. All right, he's gonna say all things about what he did, the things he accomplished, how he felt, all things about himself, man, and not give the Lord nothing, man. Which was really the Lord that gave you the power and the might to do what you do, man. All right. But the Lord knew he wasn't going to do that. So what? He killed him in this process. Now he does have a reputation. His reputation is now not to be like him. All right. His reputation now is not to be like him. Not to be Eleazar. So now, thousands of years later, now we're what? We're what? Thousands. I don't want to give a direct number, but I'm just saying thousands. We're thousands of years later, still know who Eleazar is. You know. When I say know who, I don't know exactly. I can go to the person and say, you're Eleazar, you did this. But I'm talking about his name as a reputation now. We'll know who he is in the kingdom, you know. But right now, we know who, you know, if I go to a brother and say, hey, you know, Eleazar in the book of Maccabees, brothers, oh, yeah, the guy that tried to get a name for himself. He's known amongst Israel, man. Basically is what I'm saying, man. Just like Judas is known, just like Ammon, Kor, and Dathan. I think I butchered the names. But brothers, you know what I'm talking about. But yeah, man, you know, Kor, Amaranth, and Dathan. That's what I meant. Yeah. So these people names are known, but are they known in a good way? Or they're known in a bad way, man, because they did not give the Lord reverence, man. All right, they thought about themselves. They thought about pride. They had pride, and now what they wanted, they got, but they didn't get the way they wanted to, man. They got reverence. They got names now. Because if I go to a brother, say, hey, bro, you want to be like Eleazar? He'd be like the book of Maccabees? Hell no. You know? People know you, but guess what? They don't want to be like you. You wanted to be the person that, well, I wanted to be that guy. You know, like El Apostle Gabar always say. He said, everybody wants to be that guy. You know? Everybody wants to be the top guy, that man, you know? But it shows you that everybody's not fit to be that man. That's why the scripture says, 1 Corinthians 12, I believe. There it is. 1 Corinthians 12 and 18. It says, but now hath Yahweh set the members, every one of them, in the body as it hath pleased him. All right. So guess what, man? That shows you that whatever your lot is, wherever you're at in this body, man, that's where the Lord has set you, because that's where the Lord wants you at, man. Not because, oh, I want to be the leader. Oh, I want to be the elder. Oh, I want to be the sign maker. Oh, I want to be the video editor. You know, whatever the Lord has you set in, that's the way the Lord wants you in, man. All right. Not because you want it. And even if you don't want it, it doesn't matter, man. The Lord has you set there because the Lord wants you there, because it has pleased him. That example alone should already be good enough because it pleased me. Just because the Lord wanted to. That's it. That's all that we should be. That's all. That's if we ask the Lord, well, Lord, why do you have me be a prophet? Because I want you to. Boom. End of conversation. That should be it right there, man. We shouldn't even need no more other we shouldn't even need no more what's the fuck called? Shit. Not excuses. We shouldn't need no more fuck, man, I can't think of what's it called. Reason. I'm gonna just say reason. We don't even need no other reason, man. Because the Lord wanted to be. Boom. Now, if the Lord has you whatever he wants you in, you might be good at it. You might want to be right there. You might love what you're doing. The Lord might have you a video editor. You might love video editing. You might buy actually specific things to help your job even easier, man. You might be the camp leader. You might love being the camp leader because you always had it embedded yourself. Oh, I'm a good leader. I can do this. I can do that. You know, I can set the camp up this way. I can set the camp up that way. I think the camp will run good if I do it this way. I think the camp will run good if I do it that way. You might be a second in command. Oh, I think I'm good at a second command. I can go to this brother in case I needed to ask him something, but I can set the camp up like this. I can get this brother for advice. You might be the sign holder. That's good. I like to be that job because I can edit this sign. I can make this sign. I can make this sign better. I can make this sign better. Oh, we need a heathen sign. We need a new 12 tribe sign. Let me do this. Let me do that. You know, you might actually like your job, but are you there because you like it, or are you there because the Lord wants you to be there, man? All right, the Lord wants you to be there. That's why you're there. Now, if you just so happen to like it, that's a plus. That's just a plus, man. You should look at that as a plus. Oh, I like doing what I'm doing. That's a plus. Whether you like it or you're not, guess what? You're still gonna do it. Okay. And that's just the order, man. Like Eleazar, he didn't like the position he in. He wanted to be a name. He tried to have a name for himself. But look to where he ended up, man. Dead up under an elephant, man. Now his name is scum. Now he's exactly what everybody don't want to be. He's exactly what the elect doesn't want to be. All right. So I mean, I didn't want to ramble on too long. I just want to give my little input. That's basically when I heard about the reputation ordeal, when the apostles and the elders was going into it, that was the first thing I thought of, man. I was like, hey, Eleazar, he was a perfect example, man. Tried to make a name for himself, and look where it got him. He was a perfect example of trying to be a celebrity in Israel, and look where it got him. He tried to be that guy, and he ended up dead. Now he's that guy everybody don't want to be. So, Lord willing, I hope this video is edifying for you brothers out there. I want to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bashem, Yahshua, Bashem, Rakakwadash, and double honors to the elders and apostles of the great millstone who rule well and who is worthy to be counted for double honors. Shalom.